Rewiring reality. Here's what we're going to cover in this training. The subconscious mind and manifestation, identifying and changing limiting beliefs, the role of repetition and visualization, creating a new reality. And not only that, I will share some scientific releases, documents, and also there's an exercise in the end of this training. This is so powerful. And I will share your dream life garden, an image that I created for this training, an image that I had in my head, and I look forward to that. Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. Pro tip, watch the video in 2 times speed. So about this specific training, first of all, repetition. I said this again and again and again. We will go through some things in this training that you heard before. Now, this training will be different because it will be the things you heard before. I will make them more specific, shorter in bullets, and focus more on the actual rewiring of your reality. The subconscious mind and manifestation. Your subconscious mind runs the show. We know this by now. 95% of daily thoughts and behaviors are automated based on past programming. And I went through some scientific documents. I'm going to share them in a document with you. If you are in the Manifestation Foundation, the Manifestation Masterclass, the free community, you'll have access to these documents. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link below so you can join us in the Manifestation Masterclass free. All of this is free. The thing is that I put down the links for some scientific facts and research around these things. Now, we've been through all of this with the subconscious mind. It's just one more time repetition that 95% or even more of the daily thoughts and behaviors are automated based on past programming. Beliefs dictate perception. We've been through this also. What you accept as true shapes what you see, experience, and attract. Once again, all I'm speaking about here is the internal thing. This is not the woo-woo thing. We're coming into that in later models. But this is science-based, what we know today, how our brain works and how it creates your reality. So, your subconscious follows patterns. It doesn't question reality. It simply repeats whatever is deeply embedded. That's why I spoke about before the hamster wheel or the movie The Groundhog Day, seeing the same things over and over and over again. Reprogramming is possible through awareness and intentional practice. You can shift limiting beliefs and manifest new outcomes. Again, in this training, I'm gonna, like I did in the other ones, I'm gonna share. So first of all, this is not woo-woo, this is science. And second of all, there will be practices. There will be a document so you can practice these things. And important, I look through the links that I'm putting in the document, the science things I'm going to share with you in a moment. The thing is that how we create habits, and from that, how we create reality. There's been so many studies on this. So what I write here, that reprogramming is possible, it's not woo-woo. I just repeat myself in any way. This is how it works. And this is why repetition is so important. And also why I keep saying some of the same things here, because the more you hear it, the more you will remember it. And it's going to be easier for you to integrate it in your reality. And from that, in your beliefs, in your subconscious. And from that, it's going to be easier for you to manifest your dream life, which all of this is about. Identifying and changing limiting beliefs. Spot the hidden stories. What patterns keep showing up? These are clues to subconscious beliefs. Challenge the false narratives. Many limiting beliefs were adopted from others and no longer serve you. Flip the script. Replace negative thoughts with new empowering truth. I'm just going to go back and take these again here. So, spot the hidden stories. We went through all of this, and in the Manifestation Foundation, there are trainings for you to become aware or spot or catch, whatever you want to call it, the stories that you play out in your mind, the stories that are limiting when you think about your dream life and where you want to go. So these stories, I will create a whole meditation, but also a training around how to actually use your reality to find these stories. But the thing is, think about the hamster wheel. Things that keep showing up in your life might be bills, might be not being able to pay, might be that you have a woman or a man, or new woman or new men, I gotta have my glasses on, new woman or new men who, when you meet them, they keep treating you bad. Might be that you treat yourself bad in a relationship, health-wise, or something like that. A pattern, that's the thing here, a pattern that's showing up. It's not a one-time thing, it's a pattern, because these are clues. That's what's going on in the inside. From there, when we know that, challenge the false narrative. Why do I say false narrative? Because, as said here, and we went through this too, if not all, most of our beliefs are adopted. We went through this in a very early age where we were like a sponge and we were in theta waves, like a hypnotized way of being. So the things we were told or we saw, we just took it in. We got programmed by that. The thing is, when you begin challenging these false, and I say false because we don't know if they are true or false or anything, it doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is what you want from here, which beliefs will support you. So when you challenge this, you have the possibility to flip the script. And again, the Manifestation Foundation training in the Manifestation Masterclass, the free class, you will have the exercise to do this. But in short here, you find a limiting belief, you catch that, and you begin to ask yourself question, okay, where did I get that from? You got all the exercises. You begin to ask yourself question, does this has to be true? And from there, you can flip it. Say, okay, I don't want anymore that money has to be hard, or that I don't deserve to grow a business, or that I cannot be healthy, or that I don't deserve a loving, intimate partner. I don't want that anymore. Okay, that was the old thing. Now you flip it. What I do want, I want abundance of money. I want a healthy, intimate, loving, supporting relationship. I want a business that's growing. I want happy customers or clients. I want a happy team members. I want a happy family. I want a great vital health, whatever it is for you. So that's where you want to go now. That's your dream life, whatever your dream life is. So when you flip the script now, and I'm gonna put even more power into this in this training. Now, as we said in the earlier training, you will turn on your manifestation flashlight and flashlight on the things that you want, right? So big a difference. And keep with repetition focusing on the things you want. Not saying it's easy in the beginning, but it's pretty simple. So replace negative thoughts with new empowering truth. The role of repetition and visualization. Your brain rewires through repetition. Consistently reinforcing new beliefs creates neural pathways that make them your new default. How do we know that? We know that because how did you learn to speak English? Repetition. How did you learn to play badminton or football or do the gymnastics or whatever you did, some kind of sport, if you did that? How did you learn to score a goal in soccer or American football? By practice. How did you learn to ride a bike? By practice. How did you learn to calculate 2 plus 2 is 4? By practice, by repetition, right? That's what we're doing all through our school years. Repetition, again and again and again and again and again. Right? That's how the brain works. And remember from those beliefs that we keep reinforcing those beliefs. That's how we are built. So you got limiting beliefs, I got limiting beliefs. Compared to where you want to go and be in your dream life. And those limiting beliefs, we went through all of this. Your mechanism keeps making sure that it shows the reality that it thinks you want or that's best for you from old programming, right? So when you know what you want and you focus on that and you keep doing the reps, you will create pathways up here that with time, and I'm going to share here, there's a lot now in the manifestation masterclass for free here, and I will share more in coming modules, also in the paid community. And we will work on these things in the paid community, but repetition is the thing that will help you focus on the things that you want. And I'm going to share some powerful things in this training with you. Visualization programs the mind. The brain can't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. And I did put some links in earlier trainings. I will do in this training too. So later on, I will show you a document where there are some links to this. And there's been many scientific, research groups and things like that, where they measure the brain, they measure what's going on in the body, and they measure if a person visualizes, does it change something, and it does. So we know today, science knows today, that's a fact what we're sharing here. And I'm not saying, I said this before over and over and over again, I'm not saying only to visualize, but for me, what worked for me is the dream life, your vision, visualize around that. And I'm going to share an exercise, visualize around that and still taking the action. You might be lucky that the woman or man of your dreams shows up in the supermarket. But it might also be that you do have to take some action to get there. You do have to follow the inspiration to get there. You do have to walk the steps to get there. And if you want to grow a business, you probably have to do some kind of sales and marketing. It's not just showing up. You will go through things. But when you take the action, inspired action, and you keep visualizing, so you will help your brain together with the actions to create new beliefs, and you will see proof that this is working. You got the whole exercise in the Manifestation Foundation. Feel it to believe it. Emotionally engaging with a new belief makes it more powerful and effective. This is also scientific proven. So we spoke about this before too, but from my life, when I was very afraid that my whole little small property empire would fall apart and I would go bankrupt, it ended up like that. I was so afraid. So I was emotionally charged with fear around that. When I was on my 3-day, my first seminar, and I felt 100% energized. I saw my vision of creating a business, of helping people, And I felt it and I was like, wow, this is so great. That's why I started doing seminars for me. I wanted other people to feel these things. So I felt it so much. I got so much power from that. It made it easier for me to take the action. But because I was emotionally engaged with this new reality that I was creating, it became much easier and much more powerful, the things that I was doing. So feel it to believe it. Feel it. Proof over time. Small wins build trust in the new belief system. Again, might be that a person is very lucky, or just from one session or meditation or things like that, things changes, and I've seen that. Might be. For many people, me included, I had to do the reps. So might be that I visualized that I have put on 2 kilos or 5 kilos on my body, visualize me being in the gym, but actually going there and pushing the weight, eating healthy, sleeping good, these things also, for me, my experience is like 1 + 1 = 3. And the thing, if we take the gym, doing the reps, do it every week, over time we will see the difference. Same thing with building a business, doing the sale part. With time we will see and experience the difference. In a relationship, if a person is a relationship and the relationship might not be as loving or intimate as the person wants, now, if a person visualizes, have a dream of being with the same partner, but more love, more juice in the relationship, they speak about it, they have a good conversation, they have the same vision. With time, let's say that some of the actions they decide, the person and her partner, is to maybe go on a date once a month or once a week. Might be to acknowledge each other every day, might be to kiss goodnight to each other, it might be to say some sexy words or things like that, to flirt with each other, might be things like that, small things that both of them enjoys and can do. And with time it will build the relationship, right? Creating a new reality through daily practices. Intentional focus is the key. What you give attention to grows. I'm going to show you some powerful images that I've really been looking forward. I created it for this training. We spoke about this again and again and again. So it's important to understand. Let me take the flashlight example. Most people have a negative flashlight. So they're still manifesting, but they're manifesting the things that they actually don't want. Every time a person is seeing, saying, talking about, feeling the things they don't want, they manifest it, right? Because that's where their intention goes. I don't want stress in my life. Guess what that person will have more of? Stress in their life. I hate it when people in the car, they yell at me. Guess what they will get more of? I feel so bad when I got a bill in my mail. Guess what that person will see more of? I hate it when my partner is ignoring me. Guess what that person will see more of? All of the negative stuff. Now you got your dream life. Turn on your manifestation flashlight. Focus on the things you want. Look for them. So maybe it is, as I said before, smiling people. Well, look for smiling people and turn it on. When you see smiling people, it's proof for you. Say, wow, there's smiling people in the world. Look for money. Look for businesses growing. Look for people who have success. See their success, feel their success, acknowledge their success. Because you turn on your manifestation flashlight, you focus on success. Daily affirmations and journaling. Reinforce new beliefs with written and spoken repetition and action. See, this one is something that I have been challenged a little bit about myself. And you know why if you've seen the Manifestation Foundation training, because I'm speaking about our core beliefs, things that are deeply programmed inside of us. And I'm speaking about the fact from my experience that it's very difficult from affirmations to change a belief. That's why I said again and again, so it's not only the affirmations and journaling, but it's together with the mindset shifting, together with releasing if a person has trapped emotions, traumas inside, and they're aware of this. And for this training in the science document, I actually found, and I'll share the links in the document, found some scientific proof that these affirmations actually are working. And journaling is very powerful. And I will even share with you in an exercise later how in this training, how these affirmations, how they can benefit you. So I'm not saying count only on it, but I'm saying it can be a powerful thing, and research shows this too. And remember, repetition and also the action. Gratitude rewires perception. Noticing what's working signals the subconscious to find more of it. Very powerful thing. And I will try not to go too much sidetracking here, but one of the biggest, we're going to speak about failure, so I might say the same thing again. One of the biggest issues that we have today with all of our phones and online things, and that is the gratification, this short, that we can just get gratification all of the time. Can just scroll and the brain get a kick of that. So it's very easy. Probably you know that too. I was with a friend this morning. He's a successful businessman, successful in many things, and I had to remind him a couple of times, lovingly, but that now we're together, phone off the table. And he did it, and he said, thanks for reminding me. Even this guy, kids, you see it all over the place. People are sitting like this. Now the thing is, we get some kind of kick. The brain gets kicks out of this, and I'll share more about that later. Now, the big thing for us is what we look for is not that instant gratification through our social media things or scrolling and things like that. We are looking for, what we want is to feel gratitude from the things that we move toward, we step into. You step into your dream life. You begin to focus on the things that you want. You see them. Now feel gratitude. Okay, money was showing up today. Feel the gratitude. Okay, my partner was actually smiling to me and kissing me and saying something very flirty to me. Feel gratitude about that. Okay, my daughter, my son was actually not stressed today. Feel gratitude around that. Okay, I got a customer actually saying that they loved working with us. Feel gratitude around that. Okay, I went to the gym today. Feel gratitude around that, right? So really keep focusing also on feeling, because it signals to our whole system and especially the subconscious, this is what I want more of. Take aligned action. Your beliefs shape your actions, and actions solidifies your new reality. And I'm going to share a formula later on around this. But the thing, when I say aligned action, we spoke about that before too. So if we have something, if you have your dream life clear, you know what you want, there's different areas in there, you begin taking steps towards that. Now, if we want a loving relationship, the aligned actions are to become loving, caring, aware, supporting, right? The aligned actions are not to be pushing or be negative or hunting or things like that. So aligned actions, that leads us toward where you want to be in your life. All right. So we got this exercise document and we got science document, and I will share those in a moment with you, so we don't have to cut off this one. Actually, let's see, maybe I'm going to do it in another way. We're going to share the documents now because I really want to save this, your dream life garden. I want to save the images. So let's do it here. Let's start with the scientific research. So this document is available below the video if you are in the manifestation masterclass, and it's free, costs nothing, zero, a lot of value in there now. If you watch this on YouTube or anywhere else, there will be a link below the video to the manifestation masterclass, so you can join us. Just find the link below the video and join us. Now, I'm not going to go in deep through all of this because you can do that by yourself, but this is scientific research on repetition and visualization in changing neural pathways. So you see there are different bullets here. So the first one, neuroplasticity and habit formation. That's about the habit that we create. The brain continuously reorganizes itself based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. The brain has the remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. A phenomenon, that was a strange word for me, known as neuroplasticity. This adaptability enables the brain to adjust its activities in response to new situations or changes in the environment, thereby playing a crucial role in habit formation. Through repetition and consistent practice, behaviors become ingrained as neural pathways strengthen, making actions more automatic over time. That's a long one. You can read it by yourself. But you will see here that there are links. Actually, there's 3 links for this one. So, and it should be working. So you can click the links and you will find, see, here's an article, how the brain makes and breaks habits. All right. The next part, the power of mental rehearsal. I just put the things in from this training just to help. I said this before, but if you are a little bit like me, it's great. I like to understand that this is not just woo-woo. When I say it's not just woo-woo, we're going to go into the woo-woo stuff later, but there's also fact behind this. The power of mental rehearsal. Studies show athletes who visualize success perform just as well as those who physically train. Research indicates that mental rehearsal or motor imagery activates neural circuits involved in motor control, similar to actual physical practice. And you see you got 2 links here, including Wikipedia. The role of emotions in rewiring the brain. Emotionally charged experience creates stronger neural connections, making new beliefs stick faster. Emotionally charged experiences can enhance memory consolidation by strengthening neural connections. The amygdala, a key brain region involved in processing emotions, plays a significant role in this process. When we experience strong emotions, the amygdala modulates the encoding and storage of memories, making them more vivid and enduring. This mechanism underscores how emotional arousal can facilitate the formation of lasting neural pathways, thereby reinforcing new beliefs and behaviors. Now this one, I'm doing repetition, I'm just saying it again. Things that happened in our life that were very emotional, there's a big chance that those things stuck with us. So we created a belief, a story from that experience. Still today, and you have the 2 links so you can read it by yourself. Still today, when we want to create something new, like I said, if we have emotional, bad, negative, charged feelings inside of us, we probably will reinforce that. So a person who is negative or yelling at someone, do it, and now it's just getting even thicker and bigger and more powerful, that negative behavior. What we want to do is go the opposite and focus on the things you want in your life, the dream life. Why I said, if you feel the gratitude, if you feel the positivity, if you feel energized, if you celebrate yourself or do it with others when things are great, when you find proof that your new belief is working, really celebrate it and feel it, because that will help your brain rewiring. And from that rewiring, you will rewire your reality. Next one, visualization and the RAS. The brain filters reality based on what you repeatedly focus on and visualize. The brain's RAS functions as a filter, influencing which sensory information reaches our conscious awareness. By consistently focusing on and visualizing specific goals, we can program the RAS to prioritize information that aligns with those objectives, therefore enhancing our ability to recognize relevant opportunities and resources. We went through a whole training on the RAS. Thing here is just around this thing about rewiring reality, because again here, by focusing on and do the repetitions on the things that you want in your life, the RAS will help you to find more of those things. So it's all a very positive circle. And I spoke about this too, the link between affirmations and brain chemistry. Positive affirmations activate reward centers in the brain, reinforcing new thought patterns. Positive affirmations have been shown to activate the brain's reward centers, reinforcing new thought patterns. A study demonstrated that self-affirmation activates neural pathways associated with self-related processing and reward, particularly in the ventral, I don't know how to say, striatum and ventromedial prefrontal cortex. It's just the thing here, like I said, affirmations. I found the link, you can see those down there, that actually by saying affirmations, we can help the brain rewiring. Great. So all of this is here. Again, it's downloadable below the video if you are in the Manifestation Masterclass, and it's for free. Now, I also promised an exercise. I got an exercise for you. So take a deep breath in. And let's go through it. This is a visualization exercise, feeling your new belief. Just going to have a sip here. Stepping into your future self, a guided visualization. I'm just going through it. We're not doing it like a meditation, but you can do that. The objective here is experience the emotions and reality of your new belief, dream life, as if it were already true. This helps embed the belief into your subconscious mind. Now, different philosophers, different spiritual teachers, different mentors and coaches have talked about this. And I mentioned Neville Goddard before. There's a lot of mentors speaking about Nevilleizing the goal. The thing, and we will dive in another module, the thing about that is actually what we have here is experience the emotions and the reality of your dream life or your new belief as if it were already true, as if you were there. Remember, your brain doesn't know the difference if it's imagined or if it's real. So it helps your subconscious mind to understand that this is where you want to be. This is your reality now. So the steps. Step 1, relax and prepare. Find a quiet space. Make sure you will not be disturbed. Take a few deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling slowly through your mouth. Like keep doing that until you feel relaxed. Close your eyes and feel your body relax. And if you want to do it more powerful, go even deeper and relax one arm, another arm, upper body, lower body, legs. We did that in the Manifestation Foundation. Step 2, visualize your ideal future. Imagine yourself 6 months or a year, whatever it is, from now, having fully embodied your new belief or dream life. See yourself confident, successful, and aligned with your vision. What are you doing? Who are you with? Feel the emotions of joy, fulfillment, and ease. Breathe in those feelings deeply. Again, the more you can feel those great, nice, happy, joyful feelings, positive feelings, loving feelings, the better it is for you, the more it will help you. Step 3, strengthen the image. What are the small actions? Now, when you are in this small, you can make it how long you want, but meditation. Step 3, what are the small actions you take daily that reinforces this new belief or take you to your dream life? How do people react differently to you? Notice how they see you, respect you, support you. Hear your inner voice now speaking with certainty and clarity. Step 4, anchor the belief. So this is a powerful thing. When you really feel, when you see this, feel this. I know some people, me for instance, sometimes I can see images, sometimes I cannot. Then I do my best to feel it. So when you saw it, when you felt it, give yourself the time. The more you do it, the more it will help your manifestation process. After this, anchor the belief. Place your hand over your heart and say your new belief out loud. I'm fully stepping into this new reality. My belief is my truth, and I trust the process. Obviously, you can use any words you want here. I just put in some words. Now, very important, put a smile on your face. Like I mentioned, when I'm focused, I forget smiling, but I also know when I smile, it feels so much better. So why not, when you finish this one, your visualization, and you enjoyed it, and you see yourself as an improved version, and you released the emotion, you shifted your mind, you are in your dream life, or at least closer to it, and you have installed new beliefs, why not end it up with really feeling a great smile? Just smile and feel the difference. And I didn't put this here, but something that I've found that helps me a lot. When I smile and I reinforce something new, I change my body also. So after this, maybe you start with the smile before you open your eyes. Smile. And maybe even just take your body, put your back even more straight, shoulders back like I'm here. Smile big, open your eyes, and like this, right? Because this is like really powerful for your system. So that's the exercise, very powerful. You can spend like 2 minutes, you can spend like 5, 10, whatever, how much time you got. Maybe I'll create a meditation around this, but now you got it, so you can do it and practice by yourself. Downloadable below the video in the Manifestation Masterclass. Now, oh no, your Dream Life Garden. I want to end this training with this. It's so powerful. I didn't put any quotes in this training by choice, because it's more facts, as I said in the beginning. But what I really wanted to do here is to help you image your dream life garden. Let's see what shows up here. Yep. See, this is what most people live their life by, helped by what's going on in the world. But we have a choice. You have a choice. I have a choice. What will we focus on? What will you focus on? What will I focus on? This image, you see there's a small red flower, there's a small yellow flower, but if you also see there's a lot of, this should be wheat, there's a lot of wheat, and there's some sun, but the sun is not coming to the flowers, but some of the water is going to the wheat. The wheat is where the focus, where the attention is. The wheat is what is being nurtured. The wheat is what is growing. Now, I spoke about this lady at my event before who took her hand up and said, Michael, good, you're speaking all about this positivity, but you don't understand me. And then she babbled on about all the negativity things that she experienced in her life. She was watering her wheat, all the negative things. She was focusing on that. What happens when we focus on the wheat? It grows. And what then happens with the flowers? This image shows that the flowers will not get as much from the ground, the nourishment. It will not get as much sun. So the flower will have it more. It will be more difficult for the flower to survive. That's one thing, but also to flourish. This makes sense, right? Now, let's take your dream life. See here. This is when you turn on your manifestation flashlight. This image is like, this is what you want to grow. You want to grow that beautiful flower. You are the beautiful flower. You are creating your dream life. You're the beautiful flower, and from there you will experience more beautiful flowers in your life. And see here, you are focusing on the flower. You're nurturing the flower. You're watering the flower. You are giving the flower sun. And the wheat here is still here. It will show up, but we're not focusing on it. We're not focusing on it, right? And even as you see below the surface, the subconscious, we got the beliefs down there. So with all of what we've spoken until now, you know, really focusing on what kind of beliefs are supporting you, getting you into your dream life. I looked so much forward to share these two images with you, and I got some help from ChatGPT, but I created those for this training. Makes sense? I really love for you to, if you want to, this is an invitation, take some notes around this. Just if you want to pause the video, take some notes around this and your life experience, your reality experience. And then from this, remember that this is what we spoke about today. This was rewiring your reality. Subconscious mind and manifestation, we spoke about that. Identifying and changing limiting beliefs, we spoke about that. The role of repetition and visualization, creating a new reality. And also I shared, I'm not sure if there's one more here, but I shared the science document and the visualization practice document, an exercise, and then your dream life garden. All right. And actually, I'm going to take a note of that, because the dream life garden, I'm going to put that image, dream life garden. I'm going to put that image, if you're in the Manifestation Masterclass, the free version, I'm going to put that image below the video. So if you want to put it on your desktop, if you want to put it on your somewhere in your house or where you live, where you can see this and remind yourself, you can do that. So from here on, let's get to work. I'll see you in the next video.